Hi Dev, hello, hello. How are you doing on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing? Be honest. 1? That's not good. I just dropped my crystal on the ground. Can I grab it with my foot is the question. Also, really loud mic. Really loud mic. Is this better? Is this better? Ear rape? Maybe it's because I just screamed. Alright, my crystal's on the ground. It's too quiet. No, you're lying, because I can see the volume right here. Hello, Dev. Hello, Fatsit. 1, 2, 3. I can't tell if you guys are being serious or if you're actually doing a 1, a 2, and a 3. If that is the case, I hope that number improves. Hello, Fat Seal. Hello, Retro. Hello, Static Void. Hello, Morph TV. Kiwi, I'm watching a drunk person right now. I can't be here for the stream. Alright, dog. Hello, Michael. Hi, Dev. Can I get a W, Dev, please? Hello, how are you doing today? I had a really whimsical and lovely day, so I'd say I'm doing good. My fan needs to be on. I'm hot. I don't know, I can hear everything going on, mouse clicks and everything. That could be because my keyboard and mouse are like 3 inches away from my mic. L Kiwi. Okay. Hello, Fox. Hello, Twin. What? Hello, Flamig. I heard you drink your spit right now. Is anybody... Does my audio sound really bad to anybody else? But turn it down anyway. It's too quiet. Is your mic cover thing not covering your mic right now? That is correct, Static Void. Thank you for telling me. I almost forgot it. I kid you not, like 5 seconds before going live, I noticed it was still on. I can literally hear your thoughts. The mic is weird. What's happening? Thank you. Emo in my corner. Oh, emo in my corner. Thank you, Twin, for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm doing a 6 right now, waiting for my husband to hang out, and you're my babysitter now. Okay. Maybe the noise gate is too sensitive? Oh my gosh. Hello, Kratos. Whoa, the Kratos? Emo in my corner, you got my name right. Hell yeah. How are we doing? Go into the YouTube stream and hear yourself. What a good idea. What a good idea. I'm gonna lay in bed and watch my gorgeous cat girl stream till I fall asleep. Oh, he's so sweet. That's my Dev Snappy right there. Hold on, okay, it's like a streamception. I'm gonna watch my own stream. Nice puppy emoji. Based. Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. Oh Lord, what the fuck? What? I didn't change anything. W Dev Pet. So cute. The mic is weird. Okay. What the fuck? Did I accidentally adjust? I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. My toes are out. Alright, Dev. Wow, you're right. Proof. Back off. What if I turn the gain down? I turned the gain down. How is this? Is this better? I am not a pro when it comes to audio and shit. What antics are we up to today? Today I would like to talk about autism and ADHD. You're so pretty. Thank you, Dev. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, why does it still sound bad even though I turned the gain down? Limiter. Does anyone know what a limiter does? How about a compressor? End the stream. Hello, Kiwi Draws. This is Janet from Dell Customer Support. I'm reaching out to you in regards to your recent purchase of a microphone. It is with great sadness that I inform you that what arrived at your place is actually a banana. One of our employees' lunch that got dropped in the box accidentally. Please subscribe to twitch.tv/wakehero so that we can send you a replacement. Wow. Hey Kiwi, hope you like the timestamps comment on ranking my Discord server as cats. Oh, you made a timestamp comment? Thank you, Twin. Maybe it switched the microphone that it's using? Let's see, properties. Nope, it's still ass. Interactive stream, yes, that's correct. Isn't that how most streams work? Or am I geeked? Hello, Sapphire Dragon. I just followed you on Twitch. Thank you, Twin. WDev. Oh, I know about autism. They called me autism when I was a kid. Oh, I know, Dev. I know. I'm very aware. This is an ASMR stream? Is it? I'm so confused. I don't get it. I don't get it. My noise, wait, I don't have a gate. Noise suppression, expander, compressor limiter. Thank you for the follow, Sky Like Aerospace. Sky likes aerospace. I think you just removed the noise suppression, but I didn't. Maybe it's because I don't have a noise gate. Does this sound worse? I just added a noise gate. I love listening to you click the mouse. The stream is gonna be problem fixing. Does it sound better or worse? Be honest. I'm afraid to talk loudly. It still sounds bad. Hello, Square Pizza. Greetings. Can you scream, please? No, I will not scream. Hello, AMK. I'm not gonna scream. It sounds the same as the last stream to me. Really? 'Cause it actually sounds terrible. It sounds like ear rape. Yeah, Dev, go to bed. Go to bed, Pookie. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Dev. See, the thing is, I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed anything since the last stream. And now I'm afraid to talk loudly. I'm also afraid to switch anything. I didn't become autism until 35 years old, so I didn't get cured by turning 18 like the others. Because only children have autism, normally. A lifelong neurotypical. Yeah, that's true. If you didn't know already, autism is exclusive to children. I'm kidding, by the way. Type 1 if you want to hear Kiwi scream. 1, 1, 1. Alright. Without sounding obnoxious, but every video you make about autism, it makes me feel seen in a way. I feel a sense of comfort. That's sweet, Michael. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 6, 7. Okay, Fat Seal. I don't know what the fuck I should do. I'm afraid to do anything. I've never had to problem solve on stream. This is gonna be so loud. Listen to this. I tried to type really softly. Was it bad? Was it bad? Oh, I mean, if you scream, our ears are gonna stop working, which fixes the issue. That's correct. I'm so autistic. Welcome to the club, AMK. Welcome to the club. What? It's like noise gate, amplifier, compressor. I need somebody who's smart with this stuff. Yeah, tap the mic. Wait. I'll do ASMR for you. Okay, I have the pineapple. Can you hear it? I took her to Pride and I freaked it. Hello, Freak Tea Girl. Can you hear it? Wait, I'll tap on my creeper. Can you hear it? What? Much better. Much better. Much better. Much better. Finally, some peace. Some peace. Can you remove this girl from the screen too? Oh, it's back. Oh, never mind. Too loud. Oh, it's bad again. Stop. Alright. Analog streamer. You know what I could do actually? You know what I could do? Finally, the ASMR I came for. Is it really quiet or something? If you can, like, right-click your mic, see if you can reset the properties. The problem is, when I started with this mic, it was horrid. It was horrid. I had to reset it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna use my headphone microphone, which I haven't done in ages. Wow, you're pretty when you're annoyed. Thank you, Dev. Aww. Hi and bye, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Ali. Wait, what was I doing? Filters, properties. Is it? What? I'm not even. Hello? Oh, you can hear me. Why are you celebrating? Why are you celebrating? Oh my god. Is it do a silence X? Wait, that's so good. We can hear half your. Hello? Is this better? Speak in sign language. Okay. No gain. Kiwi, just stream normally, bro. It's not that loud. It's a bit weird. It's just a bit weird. Really? Fixed? Is it fixed? No, I can hear it again. Can you go back to being quiet? Not super fixed, it's quiet. Screw this, I'm watching the dev stream. Can you please stream at times other than 4 or 5 a.m.? Says Poop Lord 69. Alright. Yeah, I think the other mic is better still. Really? It's quiet, but it has much less noise. So what if I crank up the gain? Wait, hold on. Okay, add filter, gain. Okay, how is this? Is this better? How about this? I'd rather it be the other mic. We can never win. We can never win. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, we're good. Okay. This is good. Oh, thank heavens. Finally. Can we actually start talking about what we came here to talk about now? Perfecto. Thank you guys for your help. That was bad. That was bad. Spore evolution gif. That was. It's 4:31 a.m. here in Iraq. Wait, is it Iraq or Iraq? I think I got flamed last time I said Iraq. Kiwi 2025 stream. You would think this is my first time streaming, but it's so unfair. It's so unfair. I didn't change anything. I streamed yesterday, and then I hopped back on today, And suddenly everything is different. It's Iraq, not Iraq. Oh, it's electronic rack. Okay. Yes, let's talk about Final Fantasy XIV. What is everyone's favorite Final Fantasy XIV combat job? Alright, bro. Here comes the walking advertisement. La 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 la. What is the stream about today? So it was supposed to be about autism and ADHD, and then we spent 20 minutes fixing technical issues, but now we're back on track. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Okay. You're stinky. Thank you, Dev. I appreciate it. Autism. Alright. Why are there Iraqis here? Can you ban all of us, please? Alright, so what do I want to talk about? Autism and ADHD. Somebody ask me something about autism and ADHD. I do have topics that I love discussing. I do have topics in mind. But do you guys have anything in mind is the question. This looks like that one, oh my gosh, remember that one thumbnail? For the smash or pass? No. Which psychological frameworks would I crack? And it was me going like this. Do you see the resemblance? Weird. Hello, did you know that Japan has a name that only Japan calls it nowadays because of the world's largest game of telephone lol? What does that mean? What does that mean? What is your favorite rock? Oh, that's a great question, Static Void. I really like clear quartz. I really like this one. This one's fire. How to meet other tisms IRL. Is that a question or is that like a statement? La 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 la. Let's discuss thermodynamics. Yo, Fat Seal. What does that have to do with autism? Hey, let's lock in. I got work in 4 hours and I can't go back to sleep. That's what I have in mind. I'm sorry to hear that, Poop Lord 69. Why do we exist is the real question. Guys, let's lock in. Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to dial in, alright? It's time to lock in. It's time to tap into the frequency, alright? Kiwi, why are you singing statement? Kiwi, are you geeked? Any favorite music? I like Cardi. I pooped my pants. Worst chat of all time? That's nice, sweetie, that's nice. Quartz W, thank you, Midnight. Kiwi, why are you singing Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail's main theme? Haha, what a coincidence. And you pinned the comment saying I pooped my pants. What is autism and why do all the cute girls have it? Can we discuss autism comorbidity? Hello, Magical Woodlander. Isn't comorbidity how it often occurs alongside other disorders? Is that correct, Michael? La 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 la. LDev for once. Excuse you, Tui. Whoa, we don't say that around here. Let's all get hashtag freaky for Pride Month. Hell yeah. I miss... You sound gay today. Go back to being lesbian. Is this the message of all time? I miss you too, Dev. You always look like you just woke up. I'm so here for it. Any favorite video games? Probably Minecraft. My favorite video game is probably Minecraft. I have a question about autism. How big is the spectrum? Because I feel like there's a big difference between some autisms. An extended family of mine has autism, but it's so strong he unfortunately can't function on his own. Oh, that's a good question. So the way that we measure the severity of autism today is it's two different scales. In the past, we used to use, I say we like I was involved, bro. In the past, humanity used to use the functioning scale. So it was low functioning, high functioning. It's this big. It's 7 inches. We used to use the low functioning, medium functioning, high functioning label. But that's outdated. We don't use that anymore. it waters down the autistic experience and the characteristics, the nuance of it. It waters it down to this capitalistic view where, oh, you can work a job and you can make money and you can function by yourself as a member of society, then you're high functioning. Or, oh, you need support, low functioning. It completely disregards masking and support needs as a separate idea outside of just how well you can function. So now we use two different scales, mostly. One of them, it's what I just said, one of the scales that we use is support needs. So you can be low support needs, medium support needs, high support needs. And then we also use a scale of masking. You can be low masking, medium masking, high masking. So you can be high masking and have high support needs. It's not, what's the word, mutually exclusive? That way it encapsulates a broader tale rather than just watering it all down to how much you can contribute to society in a capitalist sense. Masking is, it's exactly what it sounds like. What is the capital of Germany, Kiwi? Is it Belgium? I don't know. I don't know. So masking is exactly what it sounds like. You're masking your true behavior. It's when, I don't know if the term is exclusive to autism. I don't think it is. It's when somebody that is neurodivergent purposefully masks, it can even be subconscious, masks their, actually end the stream. I'm sorry. Stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Belgium is a country, bro. Oh no. No, I'm sorry. What is the capital of Tunisia? It's Tunis. Oh. What was I just talking about? Masking, adhd. For example, one way that I mask is when I'm interacting with people, when I'm in a social interaction. My default behavior is to be really awkward. I just say whatever comes to mind, not normal. Like if I were to act as I wanted to and not mask my behavior at all, I would seem weird. And I wouldn't seem very... See, thank you for the follow. Ali the Aussie, thank you for unfollowing me and then refollowing. I purposefully alter my behavior to seem more neurotypical. I think that might be the definition. Where you alter your behavior outside of what is natural to seem more neurotypical. That's what masking is. So you can be high support needs as someone that's autistic, but also mask a lot. And to an outsider, that might look like, oh, they're high functioning. They don't need a lot of support. Look at them. They seem normal. Just because they're masking a lot. So the reason why using support needs and masking instead of just functioning, hello George, is so good is because it encapsulates that nuance. Does that make sense? Yeah, we get it. I'm stupid with geography. All right. Masking is not exclusive to autism. All right, that's what I thought, Dragon. It's Berlin. Oh. Baby, can you talk about how autism and ADHD coexist, even though you once mentioned how autism is something something, identic smart something, but ADHD is something something low IQ? Oh, and then he used the pup wee emoji. Dev, I'm not super educated. I know what you're talking about, but I'm not super educated on that. I read one study that, again, I'm no biologist. I am not qualified to speak on this, but from what I remember, it said that the genomes involved with ADHD are also associated with lower IQ. And the genomes involved with autism are associated with a higher IQ. Again, one study, and I'm no biologist, and I am not qualified to speak on this. But from what I understand, it's suggesting that the genetic cause of autism may be associated with a higher IQ and then vice versa for ADHD. She said Dev, she said my name, I think she likes me, guys. Aww. Again, I'm no biologist. I still want to try and understand it more. Because I really don't. And also, I don't really know if that just means autistic people would have a higher IQ on average. I don't think that's true at all. If I were to take a guess, I would say that it's the same. And for ADHD, I would also guess that it's the same, but maybe somebody with ADHD would perform worse on an IQ test because of things like distractibility, not paying attention, etc. But again, I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Valentine, hello Valentine, bye Valentine. Square pizza, Ali Diasi, and you're gay. Alright. OMG, ask her out, I will be your wingman. Alright, I'm shooting my shot. Yeah, ask her out, Deb. Wait, no, nobody tell him, but I actually like him. No, shh. It's a secret, it's a secret. Don't tell him. But I actually like him. This is just because IQ doesn't actually measure intelligence. It doesn't measure all the types of intelligence. It measures one type of intelligence. La la la. And I'm pretty sure the study that I was looking at was talking about the specific type of intelligence that IQ measures. I was gonna read something. This isn't a question, but the biggest thing I hate about having autism is how I was always treated like a child in school, and people who know I have it still treat me like one. That sucks. And I always worry about telling people that I have autism for the fear that it would change how they view me. Like, nothing about me is different. Aside from maybe I was masking with them more previously. And then if I told them I was autistic, I would feel more encouraged to be myself. But I find it really odd how people think autism is childish. For example, like having fidget toys. How is that childish? Brother, it's just stimming. Neurotypical people bounce their foot, like they tap their foot on the ground to stim. Is that childish? I don't understand how these things are childish. And it can become very difficult not to mask, even though masking itself is draining. That is extremely true, Tui. It can be hard to unmask. That is so true. Hello, George was so funny to me for some reason. Interesting, I had no idea. Wonderful question, Abodi. Get back in staff feed pics. Staff feed pics is not real. Alright, I'm scrolling. Check your Discord DMs. Oh my gosh, I'm checking. Wait, guys, do you think he asked me out? Dev, you'll be the first socially anxious, autistic cat girl to make it out of Tunisia with a green card. Alright. Oh my gosh, guys, guess what he said? Okay. Hello, Kiwi, I have a crush on you. ... And I want to ask you out. Would you like to go out and have coffee sometime? Oh my gosh. Yes, I would like that. Guys, he asked me out. La 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 la. Developer, stop electronic dating. Hey Kiwi, I was replaying Papa's Burgeria from my childhood and I noticed you look like Mandy. Mandy from Papa's Burgeria. Can somebody confirm or deny that? What's masking? I just explained it. Hello, Scarlett. Random chatter, Dev Snappy asks out, Kiwi draws. She says yes. Hello, Alfie. Oh my gosh. What is your favorite and least favorite website? No idea. Kiwi, should I stay here or go study? You should play this as background noise while you study. Autism dating advice when? That's such a real question. Holy, that's such a real question. One thing that I feel is always good when it comes to autism and dating, or just anyone in dating, is transparency. Being open. Being open and transparent. Like, for example, one thing that I hate, again, like, if you don't want a healthy relationship, that's fine. I'm not your mom. But for people that actually want a healthy relationship, they'll go out and play this game like, okay, so I think she likes me because she sent me a text yesterday at 3 a.m., but I'm not going to be honest with her because I'm hoping that she's going to, like, signal to me that she likes me, and so I'm just going to wait and, like, okay, and maybe I'll, like, hang out with her, and then blah, blah, blah. And you're getting stressed, and you're worrying, and all of this would be solved if you were just open. Transparency is gold. Not only being open about your feelings, but also being open about yourself. Which is really important when it comes to autism, because especially if you're dating someone that is neurotypical, but also if you're dating another autistic person, the way that we perceive the world and the way that we respond to things in life can be different than the average person because of our autism. So it's really important to be transparent about that, because things can be worked through. If you have two people that love each other, it doesn't matter if one person is autistic and they have certain behaviors or certain habits that are difficult to manage. As long as you are open and transparent and you share these thoughts with the other, and you guys love each other and you're willing to put in the work, it can work. It can be resolved. And I think it becomes very difficult to manage your problems if you don't talk about them. Pre-recorded stream. All right. Don't let fear keep you, fellas. Very true, Woodlander. Be true to yourself. Exactly. So autism and dating, another big thing is to be yourself. Do not try and mask just to pull someone, because they're not dating the real you. They're dating a character that you're playing. If that's what you want, again, like, I'm not your mom. If that's what you want, if you just want to sleep with someone and you want to mask in order to, like, pull them and try and play this character and be all suave, I'm not your mom. But if you want a healthy relationship and you want this person to love you for who you are, then it seems intuitive, right? You need to unmask, you need to be yourself. And if they are the one for you, if they would be a good partner for you, they're going to accept you as you are. So it's just really crucial that you stay true to yourself. This advice works for anyone, actually. W advice. That's actually true, Bodhi. That's actually true. It does work for anyone. That's quite true. I feel like it's slightly more relevant to people with autism and like ADHD because of masking. Because people with autism and ADHD are more likely to mask. Pray tell, scholar, is it possible for one to mask without the realization that they are? Yes, Moth. It is absolutely possible. Ask me how I know. I did it for 18 years. And I think it's a result of just observing people around us, observing how people respond when we unmask. Hey, Chatling. When you are an autistic child, like me, I was undiagnosed. I had no idea. And you are your true self a little bit, and then the other person's like, ooh, like that's weird. And then that feels bad. So it conditions you and it teaches you, I shouldn't be myself. I should mask and act a certain way so that they don't judge me, so that I'm accepted socially. So, what was I answering? Oh yeah, so it's absolutely possible to mask without knowing that you are. In fact, it's common. Hello, Kiwi, I'm Valentine Wee's boyfriend. Aw, he just told me I should come by and say hi. Hello, twin. I'm gonna go because I'm doing stuff. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Hope you have a good day. You too, no signal. That's sweet. Would you rather date a person with ADHD too? You mean like in general? You mean like in general, would an autistic person be more suited to date a fellow autistic person? If that's what you're asking, I don't know. I don't know. I know this one creator that I watch. I forget her name. She once made a video saying that she does not want to date an autistic person and that she wants somebody that can step up in areas that she struggles with. And for that reason, she wanted somebody that didn't have autism. But in my case, I have a lovely boyfriend named Dev Snappy, and he's also autistic. So I think it really depends on the person. I would never say autistic people should only date autistic people, or autistic people should only date neurotypical people. I would never say either of those things. I think it's a case by case. You might be a genius, Kiwi. Thank you, Void. Okay, I think I'm gonna say it. W Kiwi. Oh god, I hate it. Thank you. Thank you, Vane. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking that sacrifice. I used to think I was really weird. Me too, Smay. Me too. Did you guys know that Kiwi is super athletic and she's muscular and smart and she reads a bunch of books and she's so knowledgeable and she showers every day and she's on the grind to become famous and stuff? I'm so proud of her. Oh. That's my boyfriend. He's gonna take me out to coffee. Did you guys know that? He asked me out and I said yes. He's so sweet. Thank you, Dev. W Kiwi. Guard that always lies. Okay. JKW Kiwi. ADHD versus telling a story. Who would win? Definitely ADHD. She is not smart. She thought Belgium is the capital of Germany. She's so stupid. Knowledge of geographical locations is not intelligence. What the fuck is that username? That's a good question, Dev. That's a good question. Queer people mask too, like if they're in a household with unsupportive people and they adjust how they are to compensate. True. Hello, Serial. Greetings, twin. Holy W statement relatable. I have to pee so bad. What the hell? I think everyone masks, but I guess it's more common when you have autism. Yeah. I actually think that is correct. Again, I'm no professional, but Kiwi, is it meow or woof? It's both, depending on the mood. Oh my goodness. Cereal, thank you for the jewels. Whoa, gifted W pinata? Whoa, what is that? Twin cereal, thank you so much. Alright, keep talking. I'm gonna sleep a bit while you are talking. Okay, Pookie. Good night. Mwah. Go piss girl, non-gendered. Did you guys know that Dev is super athletic and he's actually muscular and smart and he reads a bunch of books? He is so knowledgeable and he showers every day and he's on the grind to become famous and stuff, and I'm so proud of him. So can we get a W Dev? True. W Dev. That's my Pookie right there. That's my cat boy, by the way. That's him. Goon Knight. Okay. So is there any topic related to autism or ADHD that I brushed aside? Yes, indeed, W Dev. Is Dev an AI? Alright, bro. What field of knowledge we associate with smartness, like academics, is so stupid? What do you mean, Alfie? What field of knowledge we associate with smartness is so stupid? I think there's multiple types of intelligence. And I've also seen a very prevalent pattern where somebody will be called stupid for simply not knowing a factoid. A fun fact. Like me not knowing the capital of Germany. That doesn't make me dumb. That makes me uninformed. I don't know. That's so nitpicky of me. That is so nitpicky of me. But it kind of grinds my ass. Because it's just factually untrue. I've been thinking about it since last night, and I actually don't know if I've been involuntarily masking, because the person that I am now is only the person I really know how to be. That's extremely real. Anomalocaris. That's something that I faced as well. When I found out that I was autistic, I didn't know how to be myself, and it took me a year and a half and finding completely new friends and pursuing what I truly wanted in life to discover how to be myself. La la la. I think it just takes time. I really think it's possible. It just takes time. And being authentic, doing things you want to do, hanging out with people that accept you for who you are when you're trying your best to be yourself, even if you can't fully get there. In my opinion, I as an autistic person would only want to date an autistic person only because I feel that our lived experience would make it easier for us to understand each other's needs, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm 100% exclusive. That makes sense. I do mask too, but for a totally different reason. I have to act homophobic where I live or I'll be looked at weirdly. Oh, that's a very real issue as well, Abodi. And I respect you hella for doing that. It must suck. Thank you for the follow, Cabby. I feel so bad for everybody that is LGBTQ but lives in an area where you are legally not allowed to be that way. That genuinely sounds fucking horrible. That sounds terrible. I mean, it's hard enough because you have to act homophobic. I remember you saying one time that if a police officer pulled you over and checked your phone, you could get arrested for being in my server. Because it's so gay, and there's immediately upon entering, there's a trans pride flag on the icon. And that's just so sad. And you're not even part of the LGBTQ, you just support them. So imagine somebody who is a part of that and has to completely mask their entire identity to avoid legal punishment. That's crazy to me. Meow. La, la. What is cursive knowledge bias? I love talking about biases. You have no idea. Ignorance and unintelligence is different. Yeah. You are not stupid. Thank you, Mayoabi. Havana, oh nana. Half of my heart is in Havana, oh nana. To be honest, I date an autistic guy. My life's never been better. I could never go back. We just get each other. That's sweet. That also makes sense. Hello, twin. Aqua Spears. Greetings. How are you doing today? Tell us more about the bias thing. Oh, I love cognitive biases and fallacies. My favorite topic. In fact, you are quite sensible and intelligent. Thank you, Mayoabi. I appreciate it. Does she know that the phrase is grinds my gears and not grinds my ass? Yeah, but I took a little creative liberty. The default state of every person, everyone who has ever lived, lives now, and ever in the future, in every field of study, every specialty, the default state is ignorance. I tell this to students I tutor when I feel they're ashamed. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not even LGBTQ, but I just don't want to see people dying for no reason, whoever they are. Yeah, Abodi. I agree. Okies, I'm gonna eep. I hope your date... Wait, I don't agree. I'm lesbian, but like, yes, Abodi, I understand. I'm gonna eep. I hope your date goes well. I think you two are meant for each other. Two femboys. Thank you, Funjo Bunjo. I appreciate it, twin. Tell us more about the bias thing. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to talk about biases? and fallacies? Cause we could do that. When someone expects you to know something just because they possess that knowledge. Oh, so you said it was the curse of knowledge bias? Interesting. You suck at singing, Chuddy Buddy. Sorry to be truthful, chunkle. Slippery slope fallacy when? What is the slippery slope fallacy? She took a little dealer's choice with that one. We all love logical fallacies. Oh my gosh. I wish to learn more of logical biases and fallacies. They are both interesting and good to know. I agree. I think logical biases, cognitive distortions are extremely good to know as well, because they truly and directly impact your life, your experience in this corporeal realm, and how you see every single day. Something as simple as the negativity bias, which is you're primed to recognize negative things and ignore positive things. Also, confirmation bias. That's a really big one that encourages people to be more narrow-minded and hateful. Well, places in change. My state in Australia had the death penalty for LGBTQ people until 1949 for what? But now less than 100 years were extremely progressive with LGBTQ. Oh, that's good. Most progressive in Australia. So it's fine. Yes, please, biases and fallacies. That's good, Ali. I love fallacies. Talk about them. Slippery slope fallacy is when a proposed action is tied to other actions which don't necessarily follow. Like, you want us to order pizza tonight. Next thing you know, we eat pizza every night and die of a heart attack. Oh, slippery slope fallacy. So, it's when you take this proposed idea and then you assert that it leads to a bunch of technically unrelated ideas. So, you want us to order a pizza, but we're going to start eating pizza all the time and then we're going to die of a heart attack. It's like, you think that it's a logical series of events, but it's not. Is that it? This type of argument is sometimes used as a form of fear-mongering in which the probable consequences of a given action are exaggerated in an attempt to scare the audience. When the initial step is not demonstrably likely to result in the claimed effects, this is called the slippery slope fallacy. Oh, I joined at a bad time. Everyone's talking about smart stuff and I'm talking about Lego games. It sucks that most parts of the world are going back to being more intolerant. Really? I'm really scared what might happen in the next few years. Can't rely on anyone to help you as a queer person. I like to think that the average citizen isn't getting more intolerant. I would like to think that. Yeah, that's right. Why don't I read in the actual chat? Hello, Racco. Greetings, twin. Hello, SFA. How are you doing today on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. Be honest. Yeah, that's right. You think it's a slippery slope, but in reality, the measures taken don't lead down the slope. Oh, okay. Hello, Sprout. Greetings, twin. What are y'all's favorite cognitive distortions? I love cognitive distortions. You don't even know. If you don't follow Kiwi, then the economy will collapse and the world will end. So follow Kiwi. That's extremely true. That's extremely true. My mind is filled with medical studies, so in those social fields, I feel so dumb. What do you mean, Vane? 8 out of 10, I went to a drum and bass festival today. Bass? Bass? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. That sounds fun, Racco. Oh, also static void. That's not a slippery slope fallacy. That's just true. That's just true. Classic slippery slope example is the right-wing talking point from a few years ago where they said, if we allow gay marriage, next they will allow people to marry animals. Bass like the music bass. Is it bass? Okay, good. Embarrassing. Isn't bass the fish? Then I won't follow Kiwi. I want everything to collapse. Okay, Abodi. Hello, Lucifer. Greetings, twin. How are you doing? How are you doing on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. Be honest. I also like genetic fallacy, where you critique the source more than the information. Could you give me an example of that, Static Void? Because I feel like source is pretty important. Where's the fish person to make a drum and bass joke? La, 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 da, na, 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 da, da, da. Fallacy. Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to fallacies. I remember when I was a kid, I got a book on fallacies. Bodhi, thank you for unfollowing me and refollowing. I appreciate it. When I was a kid, I got a book on fallacies and I kind of skimmed through it, but I couldn't pay attention to it. So, Kiwi Dev is taking me out to coffee tomorrow. I'm so excited. Yeah, sure he is. Sure he is, Michael. Okay. Feeling like a pie out of 10. I hope that number improves, Lucifer. Hello, Twintergreen Lifesavers. Hello, Abnormality. My ears, why is the follow so loud? Is it? I'm sorry. Can I turn it down? Alert box. Donation. Sound volume. Cheers. Sound volume. Super chat. Sound volume. Follow. Sound volume. I'm turning everything down. La 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 la. Okay, I just turned everything down. So hopefully it sounds better. La 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 la. Da, na, 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 da, da, da. Because you can't read. Alright, bro. Person 1. According to this newspaper, Senator Bedfellow has committed high treason. Person 2. Person 2. I don't trust this newspaper. It's controlled by the senator's opponents. Here, person 2 commits a genetic fallacy because they don't discuss the content of the article itself, e.g. by pointing out weak arguments or lack of evidence. Wouldn't it be good to question the authenticity, the transparency, the accuracy of the source, though? Static Void? I mean, there's also value to actually addressing what's being said in the article, but wouldn't you want to make sure that the source that you're absorbing is trustworthy? Dun, 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 dun. The guy got alcohol poisoning, so I am back. What? Okay. Does Kiwi draw more than art, like weapons? Yeah, it's called Kiwi Draws because I draw my sword. Holy Aura? La, la, la. I don't even think Kiwi knows. I don't think even Kiwi knows. Knows what? I mean, yeah, but most fallacies aren't inherently wrong. They're just a way to notice of thinking. Oh, I thought they were inherently wrong. Hello, Colin. That scared me. My favorite fallacy is the fallacy fallacy. It is the false assumption that just because an argument has a fallacy that the argument is invalid. Really? See, because I like to think if you're utilizing a fallacy, you are immediately less... I don't know if trustworthy is the right word. But do you see what I'm getting at? I think the less fallacies that are present in a statement, the more trustworthy and valid it is. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that would be my guess. Kitty, look at him. What the fuck, I heard a snake and my entire nervous system kicked in? Aww. Dev, that's not a snake, that's the little kitty. It's a kitty drinking water. See, I'll do it. There's no need to be afraid. I'll show you. Thank you for the follow, Risk Inverse. See? It's the little kitty drinking water. It's the sink sound. Ethos is a different form of this kind of fallacy. In the case of the newspaper, you can still analyze credentials to frame your analysis of the work itself. But if someone points out a specific argument from the paper you are... from the paper you... What? If someone points out a specific argument from the paper, you then are not at liberty to dismiss it. Reading comprehension went to 0 by the end of that. I don't know why, Smay, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I was asleep. Aww, it woke me up. Kiwi, I think your voice is just lower by comparison. Oh, I see, I see. La 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 la. I just turned up my gain a little bit. Hopefully this is better. Kiwi, my volume was on 10% and the dev was... Oh my gosh. I already turned it down. See, I think the problem is that my mic is so quiet. La 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 la. I can't turn down the volume of the dev esoteric. Oh, Kiwi, there's a game called the Fallacy Quiz where you guess the fallacy. That sounds awesome. La 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 la. Kiwi, a spider behind you. There is no spider behind me. La, la, la. I really gotta turn the dev esoteric volume down to like 0. It was way too loud. It should not be. It should be quiet. And the fact that I have it set to anything above even just audible. Can I turn it down right now? I think I can. La 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 la. Just got here. Is the dev squeak when you get a new sub sound effect working? Oh, sorry. I don't think it is, Emo Ducker. I don't think it is. Okay, let's see. Oh my fucking... Why did Retro make the volume so fucking loud? I had it at 10% volume already, and it's still that loud. What? Okay. I turned it down even more. And then let me copy this link. Copy link. Okay. Where is it? Trigger fire. Paste URL. Close. It should be quieter now. The volume isn't really loud in the actual GIF. Then why is it so loud on here? La 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 la. Put it to 30% volume, please. OMG L Kiwi Y, turn the thing down. All right. Thank you for the loud noise. We all find it super funny. Okay. Turn it up. My ears still work. Hello, Mist. How are you doing, twin? On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. Good night, Racco. Sleep well. All right, so we have, please turn it down. My volume was on 10%. The dev esoteric was still loud enough to startle me. It woke me up. Telling me to turn it down. And then we have OMG L Kiwi Y, turn the thing down. I put it to 1%. I put it to 1% volume. So ideally we should be good. I'm trying it. Why does it sound just as loud? Maybe it takes time to go into effect. Maybe it's gonna be like in the next stream. It won't be ear piercing. Thing is, fallacies are effective. We are subject to some optical illusions, not because our eyes are evolved to see the world as it truly is. It is more advantageous evolutionarily to amplify small movements that may be a predator. That's true. That's very true. Again, I can't speak on fallacies. I can speak on cognitive biases. And that's true, but the problem with cognitive biases is oftentimes we develop them for an evolutionary reason. I always... Hello, bad YT... Why the fuck can't I read today? Hello, bad. Greetings, twin. It's definitely quieter. Oh, that's good. Hello, Homelander. What was I saying? So the thing with cognitive distortions, the example I always like to go back to is the negativity bias. The reason that we developed it is, let's say there's a field of beautiful flowers and fruit, but there's one tiger sitting in the middle of it. It doesn't matter how much good stuff there is. We need to put all of our attention to that one tiger and not go in the field. We need to pay attention to the negative. So that's the evolutionary reason behind the negativity bias. Thank you for the follow, Abnormality. But now, today, what does it do for us? We are not going out and harvesting fruit in a terrain that is filled with predators. What does it do for us? Nothing. Jack shit. The negativity bias now just makes us more miserable. It makes us more prone to depression and spiraling and pessimistic thinking. La la la. So I don't know if that has anything to do with fallacies. I don't think they're similar from what I can understand, but that just reminded me of it and I wanted to talk about it. And also because you mentioned evolution. La la la. Homewrecker. Homelander. It's a survival thing if I recall right. Correct, Mist. What if I want to pet the big kitty? I think that's called natural selection. I'd say 5 out of 10 had a really hard exam. I hope you did good, Vane. I believe in you, twin. Tiger. Big kiwi. Yeah, TBH, I do the same. Tigers are just big kiwis. If not friend, why friend-shaped? Kiwi is yapping too much. Everyone mass unfollow. I want to hug the big kitty. Me too. Me too. Also, I like red herring. A red herring is something that misleads or distracts from a relevant or important question. It may be either a logical fallacy or a literary device that leads readers or audiences toward a false conclusion. Oh. Are there any other loud sounds I can redeem, or is deaf esoteric the only one? That is the only one. Oh, I want to add a dev redeem. Because for some reason it's not working for the follow sound. I'll keep trying to work on that, because I really want that to work. But as of right now, it doesn't work, and I might just make it a redeem. Yeah, the one where he goes, ee! Spotlight effect has to be my favorite cognitive bias. What's that? Apparently cheetahs are not that unfriendly to humans despite being big cats. Really? So basically what you're saying is we're gonna pet cheetahs? Hello, Sumkirka. Greetings, twin. Kibi. Kibi. Well, if it does not lower the chances of an individual producing offsprings, then it will probably be kept. I think that's the case for the negative confirmation bias. Is there a negative confirmation bias? I know negativity bias and I know confirmation bias. Is there a third one that I am not familiar with, Lucy? I had to study 300 pages. I don't think I've read 300 pages in my life. Can you make an absurdly expensive dev esoteric redeem that plays at 100% volume? No. No. No, I cannot do that. Kimby. Cheetah friendly Kimby. Kibti. Aww. I'm actually allergic to tigers. How do you find that out? Hello, Jasmine. Chat, do you think Kiwi shall be smited for misgendering my cat by misreading my message? I think so. Thank you for the follow, Moonpie. La 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 la. Check this out. I'm going to send a massive 53 pet here because as of right now, I don't have Nitro on Discord. And so I need to cope by sending animated emotes on Twitch. Greetings, Moonpie. How are you doing on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. Imagine cheetah zoomies. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Not only are they like 8 billion times faster than a house cat, but they're also way bigger. That would be catastrophic. Wait, it'd be catastrophic? Get it? Mildly stream-related question. Kiwi, do you actually have autism? Yes. Kiwi. Spotlight effect is the tendency to think people are more interested or view you more than they actually do. Oh, I love that one. Kiwi, it says your stream is YouTube featured on my homepage. That's good. That's good. Smay, I'm familiar with that concept. I didn't know it had a name, but that's fascinating. It is true that everybody thinks that everybody else is thinking about them more than they actually are. When you're out in public, oh, they're all watching me. Oh my gosh, huge example. At the gym. Everyone's probably looking at me and judging me. Oh my gosh, wait, is my form bad? What if they're looking at me and judging me? Hello, Vortex. Thinking everyone is paying attention to you when actually nobody even noticed you. Because your content strikes me as autistic type shit. That is correct. That is correct. Hello, Dragon. I was gonna make a D's nuts joke, but I didn't. Are you proud of me? I just got diagnosed with ADHD 2 weeks ago. Yes, sir. Congrats, 404. That is wonderful. Catastrophe was the third bias. What do you mean, unordinary? Did you like my dad joke? Cat A stoic. Probably like an 8. My work was slow, so they cut me and just home chilling right now. Oh, hell yeah, Moonpie. That sounds nice. Bro got ADHD 2. Yeah, that's what I read it as at first. I just got diagnosed with ADHD 3. Thank you for the follow, Meatball Jones. D's nuts in the big 26. Yeah, I know. I'm unk. La, la, la. I don't think it has to do with narcissism because I think it applies to literally everybody. At least, no, I would make the argument that the spotlight bias applies to everybody. And I don't think that makes you narcissistic. La 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 la. Following on my Twitch as well now. Already subbed on YouTube, but I forgot to follow here. Thank you, Meatball Jones. I appreciate it. Why can't I watch past streams here? Bad. Why Twitcher? All of the VODs are now on my YouTube page because now I dual stream to YouTube and Twitch. Twitch doesn't save the VODs, but YouTube does. So all the past streams in the past 2 weeks are on YouTube. I have to pee so bad. Holy moly. I am questioning ADHD. I don't know if I'm actually ADHD, but I fidget a lot and I overthink a lot and stuffs and cannot focus on anything lols. Interesting. Dragon, I would highly recommend research. Research, looking into the DSM-5 criteria, all that good, delicious, juicy stuff. Bum, 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 bum. It's always good to do research. I feel like even if you have the smallest suspicion of having a certain disorder, why not do the research and learn about it? Because either you don't have it, and now you're super educated, or you do have it, and you're still educated, and now you know that you have it. And if you don't have it, now you also are more aware, which is nice to just have that awareness for other people that do have that disorder. I don't know. I feel like we should all be doing more research. I mean, it's clear I'm the main character. Yeah, okay. Because I'm too lazy to research. Alright. Where's the cat in the bath? Kiwi! Look at the kiwi. La 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 da da da. I'm plenty sure I have ADHD, but getting it diagnosed would be hard as fuck in my country because it's not taken seriously by most. People think it's a children-only thing. That pisses me off so much. When people think that autism and ADHD are only for kids. Brother, what the fuck? I didn't know that you grew out of autism. Whoa, this is news to me. Like, that's already been disproved for years. And I don't understand how there are still people huffing copium and pretending that it's a child-specific disorder. Goes away when you get older, brother. I wouldn't say it gets worse, but it can definitely change depending on how you manage it and depending on your lifestyle. For example, it could get worse. It could become more difficult to manage. If you had support growing up, you had parents that cooked for you, drove you to school, you had this structure. And then you grow up and suddenly you're expected to support yourself, live on your own, work a 9 to 5. That could make it worse. It's not that the disorder is getting more intense necessarily. Maybe you could have burnout, but the reason, thank you for the follow, Neko. The reason that it appears worse in that case would be just because of your environment. La, 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 da, 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 da. I should probably do research. Thank you for the follow, Tetro. I should probably do research. I just always forgot about like actually checking things out and seeing if I have ADHD. Never actually got to it. Oh. Do you know what misophonia is? Isn't that strong dislike of chewing sounds? Alright, Retro. Thanks for unfollowing me and then refollowing me. Hello, Tetro. Isn't misophonia like where you hate certain sounds? Yes? Oh. Real talk. Children with special needs grow up to be adults with special needs. Exactly. People need to stop being willfully ignorant about this. Yeah. And I think another occurrence that creates that false conclusion is that some people that have autism or ADHD will learn to mask better as they grow up. And by the time they're an adult, they know how to mask. Whereas as a kid, you know, you're just a little kid. You're not focusing on how can I please other people and act normal? How can I be socially acceptable? No, you're thinking, yo, look at this cool toy that I'm playing with. But as an adult, after all those years of practicing interacting with others, it's easier to mask sometimes, I would assume. You learn strategies. So as an adult, you're more equipped to mask. So people would think, oh, look, they got healed. Their ADHD is gone, but it's not gone. Just because as a kid you got out of your chair in class and started running around, and as an adult you can stay in your seat during a meeting, doesn't mean your ADHD went away. It's just different. La la la. I wish I knew enough about autism to be able to more confidently decide if I might or might not have autism. I just think I might possibly have autism. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, but I also might not, since a lot of symptoms are shared with ADHD or other things that I might have. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, we learn so much to mask. True. That makes a lot of sense, Kirka. I would suggest what I did was just research a ton. Take quizzes. You know what's really cool? If you're like me and you struggle with doing research and like scholarly stuff, I like taking quizzes. Not like bullshit you quiz, pick a cake flavor and I'll tell you if you're autistic. No, I mean like actual merited autism tests online. And those helped to give me an idea. Also, they give you an idea of the symptoms because as you're taking the test, the questions are directly addressing the symptoms. So you can look at what your result is and you can also ponder on the content of the quiz. La 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 la. What's the song you keep singing? On it. On it? On it. On it? Where is it? No. No. Get Up. It's Get Up by Clara. No, not Clara. Ciara. Get Up. 2 words I hate so much are grow up or be the bigger person. Yeah, I don't see what telling somebody to grow up would accomplish. I saw a message that I wanted to respond to. I have to pee so fucking bad. I like your nose piercing, by the way. Thank you, twin. I only have ear piercings. I want an eyebrow piercing, nose piercing, lip piercing, multiple ear piercings. That sounds awesome. See, this is what I love about having a woke audience. Back when my audience was less woke, I would always get comments like, what is that bull ring in your nose? In fact, I still do. But like, that's just so sweet. Shout out woke people, bro. Also, fun fact, it's not actually real. It's fake. Because I'm afraid of needles. But I do love it. And if I wasn't afraid of needles, I would get the piercing. La 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 la. I love quizzes. Hell yeah. I have a football game in 2 hours. Are you proud of me? Yes, I am. Wait, really, Dev? You have a football game? That's awesome. I want to go into learning support, specifically in education, because being a kid with special needs and needing to self-advocate forces you to act like an adult and not just be a kid like everyone else. Very true. Hello, Jem. How are you doing today, twin? Mostly, it's just the neurodivergent radar that identifies people. That's a superpower available only to our kin. That's so real. I swear to God. I swear to God I have that. I can just tell. I can tell when somebody is like me. La 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 la. It's fake. Alright, here comes Mist with the act again. Alright. What next? You lied to me? Alright. Whoa. Go to the bloody bathroom already. Cereal, thank you so much, twin. Oh my goodness, you are so generous. I will really soon, twin. Shout out Cereal, W Cereal. What's that in your nose? See, I don't know if this is sarcasm because I was just talking about it, but this is an example of a comment that I would get. The first time I saw the ring, I was like, that's so cool, but it kind of looks like it hurts. But I also say that about earrings, and I know they don't really hurt, but my body just shivers. I would be so scared getting a piercing. So I get that, Abodi. But yeah, I also agree that it looks cool. Why do you have bug legs in your nose? Joke, it looks neat. Thank you, Midnight. Thank you. Go to the bathroom. I know. When did you add donations, Stinky? It's just because I started dual streaming, and that's a YouTube feature. So, as soon as I started dual streaming, that was available on YouTube. La, 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 la. I think it's because neurodivergent people understand that neurodivergence isn't some physical thing, it's just symptoms and behaviors. Neurotypical people often assume neurodivergent people are all identical and often don't realize the nuances of being neurodivergent. Interesting. Bathroom now! Okay. Can't you just go to the bathroom and come back? What is that cat on the bottom left? That's actually me. I know, this may be shocking to you. Okay. I'm gonna go pee. I'm going to exit. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I would go and come back, but I also want to film. Who is showering you then? That's you. That's your hand. See, I'm the kiwi, and then the hand is yours. Dev. Hello, status. Okay. Who goes to the bathroom? Like we're wearing pants for a reason. Worst message of all time? Go, white girl, go. Alright, I'm going. Thank you for the follow, Dragon Paws. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful day, okay? This was fun. Let's talk about autism again sometime. We all love talking about autism. Shout out to you guys. Have a lovely day or night, okay? Be kind to yourself. Thank you, Tetro. You too. You're epic. Make sure to be kind to yourself and take care of yourself. Shout out autism.